A legacy of colonialism, Sri Lanka's plantations are world-renowned for producing the world's best tea. And coming a close second, rubber and coconut. And since independence, successive governments have left no stone unturned to improve and enhance these industries. Most plantation workers were immigrants, brought from India at that time to work on estates, living, working and dying on these plantations and not venturing beyond their estate's boundaries. They worked on a master-servant premise, even though many regulations were passed to give the workers a better quality of life. The period of state ownership and management of estates evolved to two state corporations, namely the Sri Lanka Plantations Corporation and the Janata Estate Development Board. Considering the appalling state of health and working conditions on the estates, a wide range of health and welfare programs were formulated, with emphasis on preventative and promotive health. This gave birth to the Plantation Housing and Social Welfare Trust in 1992, with the sole task of ensuring the continued care and services provided by the two corporations and the successful implementation of the national health programs. In 1993, the Trust embarked on the Social Welfare Program or SWP and the Plantation Development Support Program PDSP with the assistance of the Government of Norway and made significant progress in uplifting and empowering the community that played the role of the traditional foreign exchange earner. This touched the lives of 200,000 plantation families living across 480 estates. The Estate Worker Cooperative Society was formed in collaboration with the Department for Cooperative Development and registered under the Parliamentary Act No. 5 of 1972. Today, this network is one of the economic models of Sri Lanka, which has been successfully developed over the years and has made a significant contribution in reducing poverty and uplifting the living conditions of the plantation worker. Some of the major milestone achievements over the 25 years are the Gender Incorporation Task Force of 1996, which was established so that the gender-related activities were not slowed down. While continuing the SWP programs funded by the Norwegian government, the Trust embarked on new projects funded by the UNFPA, IRDP and so on to improve the living standards of the plantation worker. By the turn of the year, the major housing programs in operation were New Self-Help Housing, Roof Plus, projects financed by SMIB and NHDA, the Health Front, the Trust initiated by the Family Planning Services Dakwari Estate Sector project funded by the UNFPA. Nematode Control Program for deworming of children and adolescents. Awareness on child labour through UNICEF funding. The Project Implementation Unit of the Ministry of Plantations was assisted by the Trust in the implementation of the improvement of the workers' living environment of the project. Commencement in 1998 of the Plantation Development Support Program or PDSP for settlement development, housing, water and sanitation, healthcare, childcare and labour relations. Participatory Nutrition Improvement Project or PNIP was implemented to improve the health and nutritional status of the community. Mahila Shakti program was introduced in 1999 to estates with a view to empower women and improve their social economic status. PALM Foundation or PALM provided investments in 2000 in areas of housing, water, sanitation, preschools and community mobilization activities. In 2001, large-scale implementation of self-help housing. Loan scheme for motorcycles to improve mobility of health personnel. PHSWT moved into its new corporate office at Battaramulla. The company changed its name in 2002 to Plantation Human Development Trust. Implementation of national health programs in the estates with recruitment of trainee midwives. In 2003, launch of Vanessa Savings Scheme. Mahila Shakti program was launched to prevent financial exploitation. And the commencement of inter-plantations volleyball tournaments. Rainwater harvesting was introduced in 2004. Construction of elders' homes was a new venture for the plantation sector which featured the completeness of the attention to the full cycle of life of the plantation worker. Training on cataract screening was initiated in 2005 and the first batch of patients underwent surgery to regain their eyesight.
අපේ බැංකුව පටන් ගන්නට ඉස්සරලා වතිවල සමාජිකව පිටින් ණය ලබා ගත්ත ලොකු පොලියකට. ඒ වගේම අපේ සමාජිකව සෑහෙන ප්‍රශ්න වලට මුහුණ දුන්නා.
EWHCS was strengthened by introducing credit management systems, mobilizing for more savings and formalizing the accounting and auditing functions through a project funded by Rabobank of the Netherlands.
එම ණය ක්‍රම දෙකකට දෙනවා. එකක් දිගු කාලීන ණය, එකක් කෙටි කාලීන ණය.
Construction of e-kiosk centres was set up in 2007 to facilitate information needs. Minor upgrading of tea factories was added in 2008 as a new activity aimed at helping the RPCs to reach out toward HACCP certification. Identified as the key implementation partner in implementing New Life Housing Program under the Ministry of Nation Building and Estate Infrastructure Development in 2009. Registered as a Grade C6 contractor in 2010 with the ICTAD to enhance the ability to provide construction services to Sri Lanka's plantation sector. Commenced assembling of computers under the brand name Plantech. Was appointed agent of Sri Lanka Standards Institution to facilitate process of developing and implementing ISO standards in the estates. Exclusive distributor for rice flour on the plantations by the National Food Promotion Board to improve nutrition status of the children in the plantation sector while generating additional sources of income to the EWHCS. Together with the Open University, the National Institute of Education and UNICEF developed a training curricula for child development officers in 2012 on basic training and refresher training and preschool education. Today, the PHDT is an institution approved by the Ministry of Women and Childcare to award the National Diploma for Child Development Officers. PHDT partnered with Burnett Institute of Australia in 2013 to implement a pilot project on better vision and healthy aging to improve the well-being of elders with the formation of an Elders Club. Joining hands with the multinational company for the first time, the popular and renowned international range of Unilever products were made available through the EWHCS under the Watu Praja Ruasua Sevaya Plantation Project. The community is now benefited from many national promotions throughout the year and improve their overall health, personal care and hygiene. The Guinness World Record for the most participants in a hand-washing relay was in 2014. The 100-day housing program was launched, which was a challenge to complete 308 houses within a 100-day period, and that was in 2015. Township village concept was introduced in 2016, where approximately 150 houses were included. Green Gold housing program was launched in 2017 to construct 2,000 housing units, and at the end of the year, the PHDT accomplished completion of 800 units, while the balance are nearing completion. The company underwent several structural changes to meet up with the challenges ahead in the next 25 years. In addition to this, the PHDT was involved in the upliftment of the health and nutrition levels of that community by carrying out diverse health nutrition programs, with the latest being the launch of Tikiri Shakti at the first ever World Children's Day commemorative program held in the plantations at the national level.
After the introduction of Nutriba to the plantations 3 or 4 months ago, we have observed that there is a significant improvement in the growth charts. Children have gained in weight and looks very healthy. And also the way the Nutriba is presented, the children get enticed and they cherish having Nutriba. So we thank Plantation Human Development Trust for the steps taken to improve the nutrition status of plantations.
It is truly extraordinary to see how far the PHDT has traveled in its mission over the years in providing a better way of life for the plantation community, from roads, homes, water and sanitation, childcare and development, and everyday health and nutrition. Though the journey has been long and not without obstacles, the PHDT continues in delivering on its vision and values while enabling individuals to create their own path towards success. 100-year-old estate line rooms with very poor living conditions are now changing. Housing has become the major need in the plantation sector. The next economical method of getting the population under a roof is to repair the existing line rooms. As an interim measure, a program has been concurrently initiated to replace dilapidated roofs with new roofing sheets. The availability of one latrine for many families far away from line rooms resulted in the pollution of the environment. Improving sanitary conditions on the plantations by providing individual latrines were provided to each house or a family instead of just a common latrine concept. This enables proper upkeep, privacy for the females, protection of the environment, and so on. The Plantation Human Development Trust is an ISO 9001-2008 certified organization and an award winner for National Business Excellence, for transparency on financial reporting at the Annual Report Awards of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Sri Lanka, the Best Presentation of Accounts at the South Asian Federation of Accountants, or SAFA, and Social Dialogue. These areas are the highlights in recognition of our excellence in service and good governance. It has truly been a fruitful endeavor, not without its fair share of turbulent periods and hardships along the way. However, what is important is not to lose track of our focus, to achieve true empowerment to one of this nation's foremost communities. We are honored and humbled to be involved in each of these projects, knowing that providing better living standards for this strata of plantation workers should lead to growth and sustainability of this vital industry for our country. Our vision is to be the leading human development organization, trusted for its excellence, providing sustainable development programs to continuously improve the quality of life in the plantations. Our journey during the past 25 years has not been smooth sailing in calm waters, but was confronted with many a challenge in rough seas. With your able support and wholehearted cooperation, let us forge ahead to create a win-win situation where the plantation community will contribute to sustain the industry with you.